which part?
This is a geode the other night that didn't sell, and I bet I wanted it. And then right there, hit pretty hard. Over here now by Dad's thumbs. Hit right there.
Right.
I'd say about right there. What do you think?
There.
Yep. It hit. That was a big crack. Twist it. See if you can get it enough to twist it.
Okay. No. Flip it back over.
Put it right in there so you can twist it. Now notice beside us here we got a really high dollar pipe cutter. She doesn't like using it. You twist it?
Still quite
We are live on 3 different platforms, so if you hear us talking and you can't figure out what we're talking about or who we're talking to, it might be something that we saw on a different platform.
Okay. Go back to that original hit you did there. I got our
Right now our 14-year-old is trying to crack a geode open.
okay, good.
She likes to use regular tools, tools that anybody could use. So now she's using a butter knife. Before she was using a screwdriver. We do have
I think your hand's going further down than the knife.
We do have the cast iron pipe cutters to use to crack it. But she likes to use tools that anybody can use.
Remember how we do it?
She started cracking geodes when she was about 4. And so she's always really worked on showing how people can use regular tools if you don't have specialty tools.
You're fine. You're fine, come on.
So
Super smoky.
here we have some pyrite in this area here. Got a nice smoky color to it.
Benjamin, I was just explaining how she likes to use regular tools that everybody has. We have other tools, and that's how we'll open the rest of the geodes tonight, but she started opening geodes when she was 4 years old, and she likes to use plain tools that everybody has. That's always been her thing.
There's
Alright,
some
sis.
nice pyrite here. Puddle here. And a nice shine. This side has been rinsed off.
You're looking at it and they can't see it, babe. There you go. super smoky, and there's lots of pyrite on it. Now we'll have her come on out. Me and John are gonna get on with the machines. Thank you, Luke. I didn't sell her night in our geode, unopened geode live, and she wanted to buy it to crack for herself. I think smoky that is, that was a good choice of it.
There's beautiful flower blossoms in there.
So these are gonna be,
Everybody say hi, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
these are geodes we liked and didn't like.
Hi, Melissa.
What's up? Rockstar!
He said for you just to headbutt it, Woody.
Who did?
Buddy, Bubba.
Baba.
Bubba. All right, guys, so me and John are kind of ready. Some of these geodes we didn't like.
I would.
Some of them we just could not get a figure out on. Some of these geodes we just don't plan on remember where they came
I would
from.
rest it up there and.
We work really hard on keeping track of where our rocks are from, and some of these we just plain lost track. Like this could be Honey Hole, it could be DT, it could be Tiny Home, it could be the creek. We don't know, and we're really honest about what part of our geode farm they come from. Go ahead and bring it. So we don't know where this one's from, so we're gonna open it up. Do you remember what it even weighed?
No.
He needs glasses. Stop. Okay. Safety first. Again, this is the yellow skin. We're not sure where it's from. We got some friends in for Thanksgiving. We're just kind of breaking geodes for fun of it. I don't expect to find $1 million geode today, but you never know. Last time I joked about that, the next geode was we sold for $2,000. So, like I said, this is a big yellow skin. It was attached to a really big, even much bigger geode right here. It's why it's concave. Very thin geode.
Well, they get lots of oh shiny tonight.
Open. Kicking real bad. It's kicking out real bad. No, just try it one more time. That's what happens. It's just that pink calcite here. The geode has definitely slid a little bit. So the big question I always like to ask is, where's everybody from? And if you like what you see, let us know. Just a bunch of rednecks that like to pick geodes up. Kind of made it our full-time job.
Boston, Arizona, North Carolina, Virginia.
Finally. Alright.
Long Island, New York. Rhode Island, Pennsylvania.
Some regonite in there. Some peach calcite that looked like it got cleaved. Where's the rest of the peach calcite? Oh, got it. Don't, whoa. Guys, I found it. Holy smokes. Nice big, it's kind of dirty, but nice big calcite. So that's side one. There's obviously, we'll get the other one out here.
We are in Missouri.
We're at our world headquarters in Polka, Missouri. This side's really dirty. We'll have to power wash it up, maybe even iron it out. I'm gonna guess, what would you guess? Tiny home? Probably. Tiny homes.
There's calcite on the top of that in there.
Yep. Nice little cool pocket right there. What's our other big geodes? This geode here is what we call a cap geode. It was attached to a really big geode. You can, that's why it's so flat right there. I don't know where this one's from either, and I would say it's medium weight. The other one, I didn't even know what it weighed. I mean, I didn't hold it. I wasn't the one to put it in the cracker.
That was coarse, and it did have a little bit of calcite in it.
And some rust.
And we've got San Antonio, Texas, Illinois, North Dakota, Pennsylvania, Texas, Michigan, Iowa, Ohio, Jersey, Washington, West Virginia, North Carolina, Iowa, Connecticut, Missouri,
Okay, let's break it.
Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Tampa, Dallas, Alabama, Ohio, Tennessee. We're gonna be in Tennessee in a couple weeks.
Woo! Franklin, baby!
North Carolina, Texas, Georgia,
We'll be at Franklin, Tennessee,
North
14th
Carolina,
and 15th of December, their big Gem and Mineral show.
Cali, Louisiana, Fort Lauderdale, Hamilton, Illinois. Hey, Kendall,
Hey, buddy.
Texas,
Woo! That was a big pop. Big pop.
New York, South Carolina, Chicago, Wisconsin. Awesome. We'll be happy to see everybody there. We haven't been to Franklin for a couple of years.
Guys, I don't know if you can see, but a couple of these spikes in this are as big as my fingers, and I have massive fingers. So, that's pretty cool.
And
Now
we have
let's-
a Maine and a Oregon.
Israel.
So this piece here, that'll all pop out. Big chunk of calcite right there. So not bad. We'll clean that one up, do something with it.
Sometimes when we get hematite in them, there's red. There'll be red. The show is December
14th and 15th.
14th and 15th.
Hey Woody,
Yeah.
John Simon wants to know why are you so gray?
Because he's married to me. Because he's married to me.
Wow!
Thank you for the gift, Jennifer.
Hurt my feelings. Golly.
And Genty is on.
Genty.
Why is it?
Because he's married to me.
Yeah. The life of a hard rock miner will give you gray hair, that's for sure.
Why use this machine instead of a black to cut through? I'm not sure, Lynn, what you mean.
You're pulling it out. Just
Said her little nephew asked a question, why use this machine instead of a black to cut through?
Maybe a blade?
A blade? Yeah. A blade, yep, okay.
We've
Alright, that
got
makes sense.
saws, but we get so many big crystals in our geodes, we'll have to cut them off. Sometimes after we crack them open, we have the ability to still polish them.
No idea of the color until we get it open. And Lynn, if we cut through them and we cut through a calcite, you can't repair it. If you crack it and you crack a calcite, a lot of times you can glue it back in.
Well, that one earlier that we broke, I know it'll glue back in.
Yeah.
Check.
So that's why we typically don't saw cut through ours because
This collapsed. Looks
Because
like
you
this
can-
geode might be collapsed a little bit.
you can damage the calcite inside. We do cut them sometimes, and we have a lot of videos posted on all of our social media. I'll show you that real quick while I'm waiting on them. I'll zoom in over there on what our social media is.
Stay right on this rock.
Oh, gotta stay on the rock.
I think this is from the pond cut. Whoa. The baby geode just burst. Water going everywhere. Hang on, just hang on. So, there was a baby geode attached to it. Little anhydro. It's already burst. Okay.
When they get done with this one, I'll show you what all of our social media is. But we do have some videos where we have saw cut them, but typically we don't saw cut them unless we know what is inside them.
Well, sometimes we'll face cut them after they're cracked open too.
Yep.
Like
Awesome, Chris.
Ivea's geode that she opened up first, that would be an amazing candidate for Dad to polish for.
Okay, are you guys done for a second so I can show, or?
Nope, let's
Nope.
break it.
Alright, break it. We wanna see what's in it.
Bottom kicked a little bit, keep going now. Alright, reposition it, you can show them.
Alright, while they're repositioning, I'll zoom in on this, what our social media is. Y'all, we need a behind the scenes video to see some of the stuff that
Please
you guys
do.
don't see going on around here. I'm telling you right now.
Yes.
I work with some jokesters. You don't ever know what's going on. Uh-huh.
We'll be back down in that area.
I don't know. Am I good? I think so. We'll find
Yep.
out.
Alright.
Okay, try that.
We're gonna come back down here. We post videos all the time. We have some cutting videos, lots of cracking videos, some funny videos. We post a video every day. I will say, because we have a lot of people comment about this, specifically on the FB app. We try not to say any names because sometimes we get dinged for that on other area or on other platforms. But on that app specifically, if you do not interact with the stuff we post, you will not get notified when we post stuff. So just following doesn't actually make you see our stuff. You have to interact somehow. You have to like videos, you have to comment on videos. That's how they decide what you want to see.
Algorithm, please.
So just a heads up.
Okay, y'all watch them. Give us some
Whoa,
hard
whoa,
stuff.
whoa. Hey, we're bleeding. She's bleeding now. It had water. Man, oh, listen. This was collapse.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Guys, this has got major potential then.
Awesome, Lynn.
Holy.
This is called a cast iron pipe cutter. Is the tool that we use to crack the geodes.
Okay, so if we've got a really good geo tonight, this is definitely, I can't almost talk. It's hard for Woody to get speechless. Dear God, just let it be brown and pink iridescent calcite. Ah, yeah! Look at them cubes! Holy smokes! Oh, thank you, Jesus. Holy cow, guys. I have not had cubes that big for, 4, 5, 6 years. Take this side, rinse that off. I wasn't wanting to show you that side yet because there's a big chunk in there. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see the purple flash on there. Super purple iridescent. Oh my goodness. Now we'll get the side that's been rinsed off. Trade. And then John just pointed out to me there's a super clear calcite formation on top of the big cube. Holy cow. Whew. Man, y'all, this is the stuff that we work so hard for. Quartz sells and it's pretty, but this iridescence. Look at the size of that cube right there sticking up. It's just insane. Each side has, I'm about to drop it. My heart is racing.
Alright, well let John hold it and or hold one half or whatever. However you're gonna do it, but y'all need to be still.
Quit moving.
People are asking for a close-up.
Okay, hold down just a little bit more, John. There you go.
So we'll get as close as I can. We've got brown and pink calcite, clear calcite. You can see blue, purple, and green iridescence, which we call a rainbow iridescence, over the calcite. Huge cubes in the middle. Alright, I'm gonna scan.
This is why I don't cut my geodes. Y'all, if I'd have cut this geode, I'd have lost that cube, and the iridescence would have been ruined by the oil from the saws. I cannot get my breath.
So stuff like this is why we don't cut them. It's a perfect example.
Stay on my video.
We've got clear calcite on top of the brown calcite, little bitty ones growing on top of the big cubes.
So, what do you guys think? I want to know what the public thinks.
All right, guys, I'm gonna zoom out to both halves, and then I'm gonna read comments, or we're all of us who are live are gonna read comments. Please remember we are live on 3 different platforms, so I'm gonna scroll up here and read comments.
Go to Nancy.
Katrina, she's never seen cubes that big.
I almost haven't.
So that's a pretty nice cube.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all, when I seen that water drop, it wasn't as precious as my little girl's water drop when her mama had her, but man, I sure got goosebumps because I knew this geode it looked like it had a small fault line, like where it collapsed. A lot of times the calcite geodes would collapse, but did not expect to see monster cubes that big. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice.
This one's got like a clear cube right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Rock Hunter Mark said I'm drooling. The cube is brown calcite. I think we answered that already, but I'll answer it again. It is a purple iridescence. Somebody wants to know what it would cost. Usually he doesn't price them during the lives. He has to take the time to really look at it and see what kind of minerals and what kind of iridescence and stuff it has.
Well, we gotta just plain old rinse them off better and clean them up too.
Tanner asked, what are the numbers on popping a geode or a dud? If you're asking what's the chances of getting one like this, that's a really, really tough answer. We've gotten into a pocket right now where we found quite a few of them, but this is not as common as you can tell by the reaction. And we grade them individually, so we tell people before they buy an unopened geode, we tell them if it's a good chance of being hollow or if it's a better chance of being solid. Jaden, these are Keokuk geodes from the fabulous Keokuk geode site in Missouri, and they form by water, pressure, and sediment.
Did that answer your question, Chris? Adrian wants it. Gina says best one she's seen from watching in 3 years and glad she's watching tonight. Amazing find and congratulations.
That's got.
I wanna set it down.
Oh, it's gonna be hard to beat that one.
Jennifer, most people want a hollow one. The one that we just showed was hollow. We're gonna open some more. If we get a solid, we'll show you what the difference is between the hollows and the solids. I think I answered everybody else's questions, so if anybody else has a question that I didn't answer, feel free to shout out.
Just leave it there.
Lynn, this guy right here grades them. That's Woody. He grades them, so he shakes them, smells them. He's a rock sniffer, sorry about that. Feels them, and then he decides if he thinks it's hollow or solid. He's pretty good at it. He has made some mistakes. We're all human.
I'm a humanoid.
But he goes through a whole process trying to determine if they rattle, then we know they're hollow. If they have water in them, we know they're hollow. But
I didn't hear the water in that last one, did you?
He goes through a whole process
I had no
of trying
idea.
to decide if they're hollow or solid. Sometimes he probably does kiss them, but I'm not asking because he also wants to kiss me and I don't want to know.
Guys, this one does have a really big collapsed geode here. It's really indentated in, and it's probably going to be all gray up top, but it's maybe 3 or 4, maybe even 5 geodes put together. So we just wanted to open it up, see what it looked like. This will probably be our last big geode. Nope, there's one more in there. He's going, guys. What the heck?
Crushed. The bottom's crushed.
Whoa, no.
Oh, thank you.
Can't win them all.
Okay, under, quick.
Show me the proof. That is an argument that I chose several years ago not to be involved in. There are a lot of people that have a lot of different beliefs on how old they are, and it's just every time the subject has come up on our page, it can cause some very aggressive arguments.
Whoa!
Because people have very firm opinions, and so that's just something that we don't ever really get involved in that conversation. Sorry, it's just better that way.
That is some monster cubes in there, y'all. like you said, you know, I was telling you to see how collapsed that is. So that's junk there. Probably what we'll do now is we'll go in with that big saw and we'll saw cut this to stand up. Nice. Go ahead and pull this out, I think. Well,
Good
check
guess,
your
Mike.
buckets.
Good guess.
But I don't know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 calcite heads, the best I can tell looking at it. I don't know if you guys can see them or not. What do you think? Actually, this was a baby geode right here. Oh, we got a couple. Okay.
Maybe in this one.
Okay.
Mark said yummy. Got yum shell.
So this geode here, it's definitely also, shout out to Rock Hunter Mark, thank you. This is definitely heavily collapsed right there, but our thought was, I don't know if you guys can see that on social media, I think this geode was an anhydro and it's bled out. Right there, it's very, you know what, maybe we ought to just try to snap that off there. Let's do that. Okay.
Yes, we saw them all the time.
We own the mine. We are the miners.
Thank you, Big D. Thanks to everybody that's watching. Thanks to everybody that is commenting and sending likes. Every comment and every like helps to drive the algorithm. Thank you for the gifts too. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate everybody on all of the social media sites.
Yeah, you're still pretty far away. Honestly, we could probably switch to that one at this point, on this one.
Thank you, Big D, for the gifts. Getting lots of roses.
Boy, this one's pretty heavy, y'all. I don't know. We've lost track where this one's at from, but there is a great big crack in it right there. We might be better off to crack this one on the hand cracker.
Thank you, Mike. We love when people come to the store. It's always a fun time for us. We love our online customers too.
I love the girl talking on the phone.
Adam, that is a hard question for me. And it's funny that I say this because people maybe don't believe me, but I am not a good geode finder. But we are we're mining them, and so what you're pulling out is either mud, sediment, shale, or a geode. In that case, I can pick them out, but to just walk a creek and find a geode,
Well, we don't creek hunt.
I'm not good at that. Yeah, we don't creek hunt. These are not creek geodes. Oh, we have a dancing dude. Thank you.
Oh, that was fast. So that was a solid pretty much. Little peach calcite up top. So that peach calcite though, it will UV really good with the mid 310 black light. But this will go in our landscaping pile probably. So was that it on the big cracker?
So people were asking earlier about a solid. That's what an almost solid one looks like. Did have a little calcite in it, like you said. Stephen Woodruff liked the live.
They pull this out.
Huh. We better.
He better.
We're gonna change out crackers. That's our hydraulic one. Now we're gonna go to our manual one. Go on. Yeah, probably do that later.
But people tell me when they go geode hunting, they look for round-ish, bumpy-ish rocks.
All
So-
the filmers on this spot.
Yep.
We need to back up. Miss Nancy, how does it look for you? Does that help?
Who took her stand?
She moved it.
Oh. All right.
So right now, we're gonna try to separate
It was in the way of
this
the,
geode from this
Well,
one
if
here
you
that's
put
super
the-
collapsed.
Unplug it and then
That's our
I
goal.
thought about that after I handed it away.
ask for it back.
Up, up, up towards me, down, all around.
Thank you for sending all the gifts. It says anyone who sends a gift will contribute 150% live text. Whoa.
Okay, so we got the geode off, and I don't know if you guys can see it. I thought this geode had been bleeding.
Thank
So
you,
maybe
Mark.
real quiet. There's still water. There's still water now.
I could drink from over here.
Get a bucket underneath it.
I'm too busy talking. I'll listen.
Junk geodes tonight.
Well, some of these aren't junk, but we just didn't know what part of the property they were from. And you know, we try to really keep good track of all that. And when we lose track of where they came from, we don't feel like it's fair to sell it as an unopened geode if we can't tell you what part of the property it came from, since there's a huge difference in price from one part of the property to the next.
The big brown and pink iridescent geode was the favorite one. Was our favorite one. Does anybody else have a different favorite one?
We ain't done yet.
We're not done yet, but so far
Everybody ready?
the brown one was my favorite. Anybody else have a different opinion, or was anybody's favorite the brown one? Let us know what your favorite's been so far. We had somebody ask which one's been the favorite, so.
It's probably not proper rock yet, but that's what I'm doing.
Crack the other side.
So I'm gonna line that crack up with that spot that I said was bleeding.
We got one vote for the brown one. Anybody else got any votes for which one was their favorite?
I'm gonna tell you what, I don't know if that brown one's gonna get sold. I've sold a lot of my geodes here lately by fuel.
Stair steps on the side of that geode.
Might be my Christmas present.
Oh, water.
Oh, hang on. Oh, man. So this side's solid, pretty much.
That's what your solid one looks like.
There's just a little hole right there. And there's a big cavity in behind there. And it's actually a pretty thin wall. And I actually see a barite in there and a calcite, but it's covered up by, if we'd have moved that crack over just a pinch. So this would be a geode that we might put in the saw and cut the face off of it.
What do you can see it? We can't.
Well, I can't either. I mean, it's
Okay.
just, it's back in behind there. There's not gonna be a way to see it. Bam!
Get the hammer. Get the hammer. Hammer time. When we get to the end of the live, I can go back over and show what we've opened. I can't right now because I can't move. We're stuck in here like sardines. We're live on multiple different phones.
Yeah, there's 4 people filming right now, literally. I literally got like a bug of pyrite in there. It's rusted up. So there's a big collapse spot there. Let's see what we get. You get what you get, you don't throw a fit. I'm gonna guess from looking at this geode, this was Tiny Home, right around the time that when Rock Hunter Mark filmed with us, because there was some super rusty exterior geodes in that spot. This one is.
Thank you for the gift. Yeah, we got several people saying the brown one, the brown iridescent one.
So not that hollow. A little sparkly.
Anybody voting on the other platforms?
The brown is the best. Jen says, keep it Woody.
I invited somebody and I didn't mean to.
Now they feel bad.
Ones that have UV, he likes vanilla. Annette likes the chocolate one.
The chocolate one, yes.
The dark chocolate.
Chocolate.
We don't know where none of these other
And
ones
Karen
are from.
likes the brown piece of junk.
The brown piece of junk.
Derek, I'm not sure what you mean by let's do a promo, so I don't know what that means.
Okay, let's break it. Little water. Not that hollow, but again, this wasn't a light geode.
Can't
we
win them
said,
all.
we actually said that, you know, a lot of these geodes were heavy. Woo! About lost it.
Thanks to all the viewers and the new followers and the gift givers and the commenters and the likers. All the comments and the likes help.
Crack kills, and it has killed this geode. Man, it is just full of cracks. So I'm not gonna really be surprised if it's gonna be full of rust when we get it opened up. Okay. I'm gonna guess this is tiny home on that preliminary cut when Mark was there. Okay.
From a small business owner, thank you for supporting small business.
Man, that little power wash is amazing.
Ooh, that's pretty.
You got a regonite on a snowball, you got a calcite. This will power wash up nice.
Golden quartz, that's my term for it. Nobody can take it away from me because I'm the one that made it up.
Love all yum yum chunks.
Yum yum chunk!
Thanks for sharing the live.
And that, I don't know if you guys can see that quartz ball in there. Got a little regonite on top of it. Really a pretty little geode.
Aragonite will typically phosphorus for those who are into the UV stuff. Yum yum chunks, he said. Sorry. I'm pulling your chain.
So this one literally is for sure a collapsed geode on both sides, which I've not really never seen that. Usually it's one side. And this is really thin. So what's going to happen is that chain would want to slide. So we're just going to go ahead and break it what we call the short way or the easy way. Even if this is solid, my guess is that this is calcite, it will UV or phosphoresce super good. So we have a big UV following. Shout out to Mr. Dean's group.
There it is.
Yep. Brown calcite, so that will UV really pretty, and it can, the same geode like this that's solid can UV up to, we had a couple that UV'd 4 different colors in the same side, so it is solid.
For those who were asking earlier what a solid looks like, that's going to be a solid one. Versus you guys saw, if you were here earlier, or I'll go back and show it again, the hollow brown versus the solid brown. So that's the difference.
Boy, heavily collapsed. All right, out of the junk pile. Don't have a lot of hope for this, so we'll see what we get. Okay. We like to break a lot of the junk geodes. Now see, this one's a real pretty pink, kind of a pink peach calcite. Kind of looks like a butterfly wings opened up.
That's another solid.
But that, again, this will UV super pretty.
Anybody have any favorites that was not the brown iridescent geode? I kind of like the one that had the big calcites in it. I also really like the golden quartz. I like the color. It wasn't my favorite of the night, but that's what I like.
This is a couple different geodes, possibly. Well,
Oh, it doesn't paint it Ingrid.
hi, Ingrid. Boy.
Thanks everybody for interacting, whether you like, comment, share, follow.
Okay. So this one here, we'll probably cut the bottom half of the geode off to make it stand up as a perch. Split the big calcite. That calcite will UV though really pretty, and this will power wash up really clean. But somewhere down along in here, we'll saw cut that to stand it up and make it stand up. It's a nice little cathedral. We'll probably water cleave this flush and smooth, high pressure water. Okay. Now this geode here was attached to another geode, and it's kind of gray and tan both. This is what I call a cap geode or a button geode. See what we get. Again, most of these are out of our junk pile or we've lost track of where they came from. Got a junker. Just
That's a
white
beautiful,
quartz.
beautiful landscaping geode. So pretty much there in a row, you saw a solid brown calcite, solid pink calcite, and a solid quartz, kind of what they look like.
To me, that looks like it's at least a couple different geodes. But we don't know where this geode came from. It does feel really, really light, but I can't honestly tell my customers, oh yeah, this came from this cut or that cut. And since I sell unopened geodes and they're graded, I need to know that. Soft. Whoa! Yeah! About broke it.
Not broken on the rock cracker. Oh my gosh.
Man.
Sometimes when he gets excited,
I get a
y'all.
little excited. Got pyrite all over the quartz in there, or marcasite, big old chunks. So even the baby geode has a calcite in there. Well, that's a big calcite. So technically, this is a geode here that was solid. You got the bigger one in the middle, and you got the one on top. So
Like butterfly wings.
this side would be a little heavier. It'd be awful hard to fly. We'll power wash that one up, and we might even UV that one later on.
Oh, I know, Katrina, that brown one is hard to beat.
I've opened up some good geodes in my day, but that brown one right there, just because the sheer size of those cubes is, I'm gonna call it phenomenal.
Thank you, Black Sheep. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Viola. Thank you, Mark.
Okay, we in? We don't know what part of the property this one's from. It was medium heavy. Might be a couple different geodes.
At the very end of the live, I will go back and show the brown one. I can't move right now. We have 4 phones. We're live on 3 different platforms. And at the end, we're gonna go back and show the,
So this pink calcite will UV really good. This will be a geode that I will definitely clean up and film at a later date of this what it looks like with the black light.
it's like a gnome hat.
This side is really thin. Hold this. This side is like me, it's kind of fat. It's pretty thick. This
That'll
one here
probably
is
stand
thick
up on
enough,
its
you
own.
know, we could even saw cut the front off and polish it and still have plenty of room to work with. So we'll keep going. We got an air ball here. This one ain't heavy, but all these black lines, and they're all over, and some of the lines you can't even see, they're all fractures. So we'll see what happens. This is not really a heavy geode, but we just don't know where it's from.
We're gonna show the brown one again. It was like one of the first ones that we opened.
Okay.
Looks like a calcite. That's a big calcite.
So that's sticking up real nice. There's a nice quartz finger there. This will water clean up really nice with just high PSI. Kind of indentated on the top like a heart. So, what do you guys think? Is this one worth keeping or selling? Or just pitching it? Let us know in the comments.
Lee Miller liked your reaction on that last one.
I bet he did. I want to thank Lee's group, Mr. Dean, for coming down a couple weeks ago and hanging out with us. I had a ball. I had an absolute ball. I was nervous all day and wore out at the end of the night, but you know, now that it's over, I really had a good time. Made a lot of new friends. Okay. Break it. Really thin geode here. I don't know nothing about it. It's super thin. So there's some blue chalcedony, some calcite, some shell even inside this one. But this one will UV.
We got sell it, keep it. I would keep them all.
So this geode was attached to another one. Real concave right there. Actually, maybe another one was attached there. It is heavy.
Sell it, of course.
Sell it, of course.
Okay. Do this. Sorry, guys. Make it a little easier to display there. How's that? Can everybody see that?
There.
Nice little smoky quartz geode. Nice thing about this one, that bottom being concave, makes a nice perch. Okay.
Thanks everybody for sharing, commenting, liking,
Is it collapsed or is it just
watching.
that is from another geode? My wrist popped. Does that count?
The tool we're using is a cast iron pipe cutter.
Okay.
I don't know, it's gonna be hard to beat that brown iridescent geode as far as the favorite of the night. I think that one's got the most vote.
So this one's really just a brown calcite. This will UV really good though. I'm gonna wet this one so you kind of see a better look of it. There's almost like a smiley face in it.
It's a happy guy.
Happy little feller. He got released. Does everybody see his inner beauty? Okay. Got a mushroom top, we call them. This geode's been collapsed, probably full of shale. Well, let's just go ahead and go this way. Okay, oh, come back. I just slid, come
We
back.
mine the geodes on our property in Missouri.
Okay. So that one is like an off, what we've been calling almond colored calcite, just solid, but this one again, this whole section in here will UV. There's also a pretty good amount of blue chalcedony on the rim. Definitely got another collapsed one, or I'd say dented on both sides would be, was what my little girl used to say, Dad, they're dented in. I don't know if we can pull this pop off, but by golly, we're gonna give it the old try.
Y'all making me tired.
Okay.
All this work. No, these are 60 to 90 foot deep in the earth.
Actually, this would be 90 to 95. So this one here is really gonna be pretty wet. It's got black sphalerite in there on that brown calcite, and that will UV really good. And of course, that black sphalerite with that UV light will really make it pop really, really good. This geode Does look like butterfly wings, and this will be definitely going up for sale because this will clean up nice. That'll be a really pretty geode.
Let's rock.
Okay, guys, we've got another geode here. Man, I can't tell if this is collapsed or if it was just attached to that many other geodes. Is this a creeker? Man, I don't know where it's from. Like, I don't even have a clue. You know what? I wonder if this is 1.1.
Hey, Cheryl.
1.1 has some funky looking yellow tan skins. It was in that one corner a lot of those touched, if you remember. Okay.
It's right, each one is a surprise.
That piece is all quartz. We're gonna break it one more time. I'm just curious to see.
Y'all need to come back and play left right center.
Huh?
I told Cheryl they need to come back and play left right center.
We got a pretty brown geode we put in there.
No.
Mark, he doesn't have a geology degree. I don't know if there are geodes in Texas. I have not heard of geodes in Texas,
Me neither.
but that may
Agates,
be.
agates, petrified wood.
Yeah, lots of petrified wood in Texas.
They have a couple different. What was that? The talc, that rare
Oh yeah.
onion skin talc. What else was from Texas that was rare? Do they get selenite in Texas?
I don't know. Oklahoma they do.
Desert Rose? I don't know. Oh, break it. This was that collapsed one we broke off that other geode earlier, so I don't have any hope at all, but you never know.
Well, can't win them all. Can't win them all.
Buried my chain. All right, so this geode I do have a little hope for. I'm going to kind of go around the cameras. If you guys can see, there is a brown calcite chip sticking out barely. I do know that this is from the pond cut. It's not light, but there is brown calcite visible. Brown calcite is physically visible. I think we're there. It is solid pretty much. Let that go up there real quick while we get the next one ready. Guys, this geode here, medium to heavy, definitely was in between several other geodes. Let's see what we get.
Thanks everybody for sharing, liking, commenting, sending gifts. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate you for being here, watching, sending likes. Everything you do to help support our small business, we're very appreciative.
Just a nice little smoky. Put your bar down. That actually has really got a nice color to it. We're getting kind of down to the bottom of the barrel. Now this one here, it's got a really weird crack in it. I think it's 1.1 Doug. I'm not for sure. That's why we're opening it. We have a big world headquarters rock shop in Cahokia, Missouri, and we really try to keep track of where our geodes come from on what part of the property, or was it 28 foot deep or 93 foot deep? There's a nice pink calcite right there, y'all. Almost solid geode, but look at that. And that right there is why we open up the quote unquote junk geodes. We'd have never found that. So this side here, we'll clean it up. I will probably saw cut this to stand it up. You can see though all the way across there, it had a heavy fracture. You can see where dirt had pretty much leached in all the way around it. I'm surprised there ain't more dirt inside on the quartz.
Casey, a lot of these are gonna be solid because we cracked the junk geodes. We saved the ones that we're pretty sure are hollow for our customers. So a lot of these, that's why a lot of these are gonna be solid. The majority of what we find is hollow, but we don't crack them for ourselves. We save those for the customers. Cheryl, that is a Woody question. I'll ask him in just a second. We're located in Missouri. Hey, Bubba. How many phones do you have, Bubba? I thought you were on different platforms.
Bubba not on Facebook.
Oh, Bubba's everywhere. That Bubba,
That
he's
was
everywhere.
solid, pretty much. Bubba got me all jacked up, concentrating on what the heck he was doing.
5 people on here, but nobody's commenting.
Bubba's actually came and dug with us once. It's a lot of hard work. Man, I don't know what to tell you on this one, John.
If you're on our YT, shout out. Just let us know you're watching. It says people are watching, but nobody's commenting. Cheryl asked, this is a Woody question.
Okay.
Cheryl said,
What does Cheryl want?
It's a little bit more detail.
see, now you got me all messed up.
Whoa!
Oh,
The
Woody.
whole lights moved. I had to cover up so I don't get sunburned. I'm up here sweating and there's no heat on.
Well, I'm not sweating.
Fake bake, fake bake.
Is the pond cut a part of Honey Hole 3.0?
Yes, but it's deeper and over, what do you think, 25 feet? If it's the Cheryl, I think it is.
Yeah.
Cheryl, it would have been where the excavator sat when you were there and on the opposite side about 20 feet. We've moved 100 and some dump truck loads of earth around and out of there to get to that spot.
So it's like Honey Hole 3.0's neighbor.
It's kind of in between DT and Honey Hole.
Is that where the brown and pink ones with the quartz in them have come from, is the pond?
What we're calling the pond cut, yeah. And they've all been this color of geode. They've been the yellow tan skin, which is
The brown with the quartz, which is something we hadn't seen before. So we decided that it was like the marriage point from Honey Hole and DT. They didn't know if they wanted to be quartz or if they wanted to be brown and pink calcite, so they decided to be. It's their kids.
I
The
was gonna
pond cut
say
is the children of the Honey Hole and
just
the,
not children of the corn.
and the DT.
It should be no pond, it should have been Honey DT or DT Honey or.
We should have called it the kids. These is the kids. These is the kids of Honey Hole and DT. You're welcome, Cheryl. Oh, that was junk. Junk.
Now this one here, the excavator tooth has hit it, as you can see. I can see a hole in there. It was attached to another geode there. I have no idea what's in there.
Mark says when the son's name is Yum Yum Chunk.
The son of Yum Yum!
The son of Yum Yum.
I can't even hardly concentrate. Oh my gosh. So we don't know what's inside. It looks to me like it's smoky quartz, but I don't know if there's a big calcite or barite or millerite or pyrite or goethite. Fingerlicious good right there. Look at that. Would you look at that? It is dirty. It's coated in dirt. Wow, nice little calcite.
Coupon by DT.
Man, that'll rinse out super nice. Well, hey, duh. I've got water right here. Oh my goodness. Just that shaking it in the water. Would you look at that? Oh, it's got a phantom in it too. Y'all, that is a gorgeous looking little geode right there.
Maybe, yeah, some of these will be for sale.
So the phantom means, if you can see on the screen, that's a clear calcite, and down in the bottom in the middle, you can see pink. You can know that without having a geology degree. That's called a phantom calcite.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Moving on, moving on. This is all of our social media pages.
Good
If you're
night,
watching
what is
on a different
this?
one, you can follow us on all these, all of the sales we do on the blue social media page. We did do one on the other page, but we haven't done that again. The majority is on the blue, the FB page. That's where the geodes will be for sale. We sell open and unopened. We'll sell the ones from tonight. Most of them.
Hang on. So one of the baby geodes popped off. Keep going.
We have some of them with oil inside. Most of the ones from our property are not oil. The ones from our property are typically in hydro.
It's a solidity one.
That's landscaping.
That ain't even landscape. That's pothole filler.
That's pothole filler.
Pothole filler.
We got pothole filler.
We got plenty of potholes to fill.
Ouch! Good night. Guess what you're gonna be doing tomorrow?
Bubba's on the white.
Better than homework.
Oh, Bubba's everywhere.
I'll take filling potholes over homework any day.
I don't know if you guys can see this. There's a geode collapsed into that geode. I will tell you this, that some of those ones that were collapsed into another geode have been calcite on what we would call the smaller geode. Dang it, I cannot get it in there. Okay, tighten her up.
It looks like a UFO.
Come up. We actually had one here. There you go. It was a really big geode with a geode this big collapsed into it, and it was. We actually seen it from the excavator. Was able to film it.
This one's out of sight.
So this one's just a quartz geode on the top. Actually, this is 3 geodes together because the marriage line right there.
It kind of looks like frog heads.
It kind of does. Man.
Oh,
I bet it UV.
what in the world?
Thanks, guys.
Huh?
Oh, I accidentally flipped it around to me.
Oh,
Way to go, Melissa.
hold on, guys. My TT is telling me that it thinks that we're not active because there was no audio. Can y'all hear me on the TT? Because I just had a thing pop up that said that there was no audio, and they thought that we were no longer live.
What?
Oh,
What?
sorry. I just keep yanking your chain.
I'll just talk loud enough you can hear me in Texas.
Well, Bubba can hear you in Texas. There you go.
Okay.
Everybody says they can hear us, so.
By the way, this was a collapsed geode. We don't know what part of the property it's from. Junker.
Junka. It's Junka.
So that is all calcite in there, and it will UV. What color it will UV, I don't know. That won't be pothole filler.
Yep, sometimes you open them up and they're pothole filler. Sometimes they're landscape quality. Sometimes they're beautiful, like the brown and pink iridescent one that we opened.
Got a wedge here. Oops. That's weird. Definitely wedge shape.
Bubba.
What Bubba do now?
Bubba said he can hear you when it's a good one. Bubba's got jokes.
Hang on, come back. Okay. Bring it. Barely hollow.
It is iridescent though.
Brown and pink. It has got some UV factors on top of that, and like my wife said, there is some iridescence present.
That one was almost solid, but it does have a little bitty hole in there with some brown
Actually,
and
a better
pink
hole
calcite.
back in behind there.
some iridescence. So who likes that one? If you've been here when we opened the other brown and pink iridescent one, who likes number 1 versus number 2 better?
That's not even a good comparison.
It is. It is.
Where's everybody from? It's been a while since we asked. We always like to know where people are from.
I'm from Missouri.
I'm from Missouri.
I'm from Illinois.
I'm from Iowa. Hey, Mandy, message the page for
Maine. North Carolina, Connecticut. Cincinnati, Utah. Mark.
What Mark said.
Oklahoma. Mark said he's from his mama. Probably just like the rest of us. Missouri,
Oh my gosh.
Minnesota,
Cheryl, I'll
Jersey.
pray for you. Lord have mercy.
Well, I got the map to prove I'm from my mama, so.
Oh goodness, does she ever?
Mark, happy Thanksgiving
Minnesota,
to you.
Missouri. Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Ohio. Cheryl said thank you, Woody.
Now that really dark brown calcite will UV nicely. We will definitely saw cut these two to stand up.
Florida, Illinois. All right, Snake, I have to know who you are because at Geode Fest, I was asking people if that was them because I thought maybe you were some of our Geode Fest customer, and they said no, so I have to know what your real identification is. You are not who I thought you were. Oh, that's brown too.
Y'all, there is a rainbow inside that big brown crystal. Nice little geode. Dark chocolate brown.
Chocolate? I like chocolate.
What in the holy name of conglomeration?
Mandy's from Georgia.
Huh?
Georgia.
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 I'll be close to Georgia in a couple weeks.
Get
No,
it bigger.
Franklin's not close to Georgia, is it?
Uh,
We'll be going to Franklin, Tennessee to the Big Rock and Gem and Mineral. I'll be there tracking the old geodes. I think we got like 24 pond cut geodes that we really like that we're taking crates. It's quite a bit.
Florida.
Florida. I got a kid in Florida. Okay, break it.
Florida.
You're out of room, buddy. It's slipping.
Another Missouri. Well, we appreciate you all watching. Let us know if you have any questions. Another reminder that if you follow us on the FB page, if you want to see notifications for when we post stuff, you have to interact with what we post. Otherwise, the algorithm decides that you are not interested. We have a lot of people contact us and say they don't get notifications. And so, just a reminder that if you're not interacting, you will not get notifications. That has nothing to do with us. That is how their algorithm works. So we've got Michigan. Kentucky, high chance.
Well, I don't know. There's
Mississippi.
4 different geodes there. So
Yeah, that brown one really does.
Another Kentucky.
Long Island.
Florida.
we got, it's fine, Beth. It's fine. We got another one here. It's a couple different geodes together. Let's see what we can get here. Well, these multi-chambers always make me nervous because you'll get one side that might be more solid and then it'll not open and the really good side will explode on you. I had a really good big geode in Toledo, Ohio one year blow up on me. It was a triple chamber. I got 20+ million views because everybody was like, "You're an idiot. You don't know what you're doing." I'm like, "Well, when you got 3 chambers." So both sides were solid. This will UV because that's a lot of calcite in there, and I doubt you'll be able to see it, but there is some chalcedony in there. It's the blue gray. This won't be pothole filler.
So we got Florida. Snake says, I was there. My real name is Mike. I came 2 years in a row with my son Caden to your site. Anybody know who that is? Yeah. Nancy said she knows. I may not have been there.
Was his son barefoot?
Was your son barefoot, Mike? Texas, Wisconsin. Guess what Bubba said? Maybe I should have said, somebody said this, and guess who it was? If you follow them far enough, you'll hear banjos in them woods. Good night.
Only Bubba.
Oh my gosh. What?
Bakersfield, California.
What?
The
Mark
banjo?
said,
Yeah.
Mark said he remembers him.
The first time Jen and I came to dig with you, we took it, I'm like taking a video
Melissa took a video.
of the path up there, and I'm like, I don't know, we're gonna hear banjos. We never met you before. It was our first time digging.
I'm really scared, you know.
John's first dig too.
Okay, going down our driveway.
It's a long driveway.
It's a 0 out of 10 recommended unless you know who's at the bottom. Sometimes even if you know who's at the bottom, it's a 0 out of 10 recommended.
Mr. Smith and Wesson is down at the bottom of that driveway. I'd say we're gonna have to pull it out. It's just.
I'm usually not at the farm for Geo's Fest, so I don't know if I had met you or not unless you came into the shop. But Melissa was at the farm and she wanted to know if your son was barefoot.
Okay, we're in. Okay. Are we about out of
Did we
geodes,
have to go
Brett?
find his son for him a time or two to get him to leave?
Did they have to go, John said, did they have to go find your son a time or two to get him to leave?
Okay.
Apparently they have stories, I don't have stories. I'm always at the shop. I'm always set up at the
Okay.
booth.
I don't normally give up on one. I'd say we're done.
Just throw it really hard on the concrete.
We'll try it one more time. Sledgehammer. I'd say sledgehammer. Nope, last try. One more
John's
time.
special.
Sean special.
John gets free anger management lessons at his job. Or sessions.
He said, John drove me and my son in and out this year.
Did he come more than one day or?
Did you come more than one day this year? He said he's been there 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Come on, John.
There you go.
Okay, but that is calcite, and I'm seeing some really dark spots in there. So this geode will probably be absolutely amazing with the black light, to the point I will make sure and come back and do a black light video of this particular geode. It's the only one we got, looks like it, and there's also a big spot of white kaolinite right there. Poof! Right back with the UV for the live
said
video.
He was there the first day in the morning.
What do you got over there? You got anything over there you want to break? You want to be done?
Just the big one over there.
What else? Is that it?
The shop.
Well,
Well, no, I was there first day in the morning, but I don't.
I'm sure I said hi to them.
Well, we appreciate you coming out. How about that?
hurry, grab something. Guys, John's gonna just randomly go drop down and grab 2 more rocks. While he's doing that, I'm gonna go over a Holy Grail geode that we got just a little while ago. This is, I would call it the stuff dreams are made of. Man, y'all, this
Thank you,
geode
Mike.
is phenomenal. It's super big, it's iridescent, it's multiple colors of calcite, multiple colors of iridescence.
So to the people that were asking earlier what we were talking about with the brown geode, this is what we were talking about. It was like the second one?
Second and third.
Be still, Woody, so I can zoom it up.
Zoom it up, Mom!
Zoom it up.
I don't
got
know
big
a little girl would ever say
cubes.
that.
Big huge cubes. Thank you for the lightning bolt, Mark. Brown and pink calcite, rainbow iridescence.
Sparkles.
This was the one that everybody was talking about that they really liked. Hey, I'm on the right side and you're moving.
Sorry, boss lady.
That was the right side, Woody.
In my mind, this is the right side. That's my right hand.
Well, this. Good night. Your other right, Woody. Your other right.
Okay. I'm getting evil eye,
Making
y'all.
me nervous.
Getting evil eye. Are you ready?
All right. Well, hold on, because I didn't see. No, I have to see the other side.
Oh my goodness.
The one that Woody's holding. That's the side I need to see.
I need to see the one John's holding.
Okay, great. Right there, y'all.
Everybody switch. Switch.
Whee!
Okay.
Don't
So this-
you might miss it.
This was the brown and pink with iridescent. John, you want to just barely move it back and forth?
Just a little.
Yeah. Y'all can see there's blue, purple, green. There's huge brown calcite formations in it.
And this
This
is
was the
why we
one that we were
don't
talking
cut
about.
our geodes.
And this is why, I'm going to go to Woody. Show us again. This is why we don't cut our
I'd have cut
geodes.
that geode, that whole cube would have just fell off. The oil would have ruined the iridescence. Same with John's side. If it was cut, we would have lost the whole top of that cube.
And if you cut the top off, you cannot reconnect it. Since it was cracked, it's all still in one piece, in good shape. Alrighty, that was the one everybody wanted to see again.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Got a little
That is not
weird
pyrite.
double. Got a little weird double. We don't know where it's from. Or do we? Okay, John doesn't know. Break it.
It's from Fabulous Cafe Geode Site, St.
Woodies.
Francisville, Missouri. Yep. Woodies.
Ah! Brown calcite! Yum yum!
Pink calcite.
Oh my gosh!
Can't
Too
find
fat.
can't find the other part. Oh, found it.
So it's actually 3 geodes. 1, 2, 3. Ain't that cute little booger?
Oh, isn't it cute? Isn't it cute?
Now we're gonna put it like this. Steal it from John right here. Aw. Ain't that special?
Isn't
It's
it
like
cute?
snails.
Snails. I don't want to eat snails.
That's comical.
All right, we got one more. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know. I'm about a whole dang bucket.
There's a couple buckets.
What?
Bucket and a half.
Man, we got enough film for that?
No.
No.
Everybody's like, no. That
No.
was some quick news, John.
No.
I just can't feel my fingers.
You just can't feel your fingers. If you're on this side of the lights, I'm about to sweat.
He just
Yeah.
sent a message.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
That is not fluorite, it's calcite.
Set. Hike. You didn't hike.
Here in a minute.
I didn't play football, so I don't know. Brown calcite, it is solid, but will UV really good? That will be really, actually a really good UV geode. I can just tell because I see lighter and really dark calcites both, so it will UV multiple colors.
Thanks to everybody that's interacting.
Yeah, what
liking,
she
sharing,
said.
Commenting,
And y'all, this geode is like paper thin.
sending gifts.
I got gifts.
Appreciate y'all.
I got gifts. Are they multiplying?
Have to wait till Christmas to get them.
You're not open till Christmas.
They know. Okay.
I guess.
Yep. There's a big chunk of brown exposed right there. We're gonna go ahead and break it what we call the short way.
Tonight, the best one we've opened, we just showed about 3 minutes ago.
Another chunk. This Gia don't like you.
Yes. It's brown calcite.
UV's good and stuff.
The cubes and
He's-
the big geode that we showed is brown calcite with an iridescent coating. The one you just broke is also brown calcite, but that one's solid. Ha! Bubba said he needs a special gift from Woody Claus.
Right?
What?
He said, I need a special gift from Woody Claus. Next time I'm not going to tell you who said it, I'm just going to say, somebody said this, who do you think it was?
This might be a little bit too big, Mr. Martin.
Jim T gave me laughy faces.
Well,
Probably give
that's,
him another laughy
that's
face.
when you take the hammer and screwdriver and go.
Good.
There's a geode.
Bam! Nice looking Gia right there, y'all.
That hematite.
There's something in there.
Yeah.
On that
So somebody
corner.
asked way earlier, so I don't know if they're still here or not, if we ever get any red. And if I can get zoomed up here.
Zoom
You
it
can
up,
see there's
Mom.
a little red coating on this calcite. That's hematite. That's gonna be the only red that we get in our geodes.
Sometimes it's really bright red though.
Yeah, sometimes it can be a really bright red.
So you've got a little black right there. You got the white aragonite that phosphoresces. The pepper flakes are probably marcasite, and you got that 4 or 5-headed calcite sticking out. So we'll go on.
Thanks for sharing the live. Somebody said they're gonna bring you 5 boxes of geodes to open. Who do you think that was?
Not me.
In Tennessee?
Another?
Yeah, you gonna meet us in Tennessee? Yeah. There's a high payment price for 5 boxes of geodes being opened.
Wow, that was quick. Super aragonite coated on this bottom piece. And this chunk of quartz right here behind it is a calcite you can't see. That coating over that quartz does phosphoresce really, really good. So the bottom half here will be a really pretty geode with the UV after we clean it.
Steve, what's coming up? Thank you, Irish.
I'm about done. I'm about done.
About what out? About supper time.
One more.
I'm looking. I'm brought over like that the other one.
Anybody got any questions while we're in intermission? Intermission here. I'll show you all of our socials again. The selling, you can always contact us on any of our socials. Most of the selling is done on our FB page.
Holy cow, guys.
If you go on that.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I did. Oh, look.
Open it.
Woody wants to show you a trick.
Oh my gosh.
All right, show him, Woody.
Oh, I had it by 2 fingers earlier. Dang
You
it.
had it the
No.
other way. It's too slippery on that side, or it's too.
Man. And we don't know where it's from. Dang it.
Fabulous kick at geosite.
We'll break this. If you guys stay on, share it real quick. We get some more viewers. I will break this. We'll
I'll
break
break
it
it.
open.
I'll break it.
Cause well, it don't weigh much. So, let's do this little guy right here. I think this is where I think it's from. They have been super like lemon colored. No, it's solid. Pothole filler. Yep.
Somebody said break it.
I need more people watching. If you want me to get out the big rock cracker and break it, gotta have the views.
Mike, if it's black, like very black, shiny, sphalerite will be what it was.
Brown calcite, barely hollow, that will UV super good. Now let's change out the rock cracker. Guys, are you sharing this? Are you getting this out to the whole world? The whole wide web?
Well, you said that and we dropped 100 viewers.
Are you serious?
Serious.
But I've got this.
I know.
Elegant, beautiful, scrumptious.
I know. I'm just telling you what happened.
Dave, you need to get up here and get on it. Let's go. Rock star status, baby.
Rock star. Everybody wants to be a rock star.
And that's just, I don't like air balls. This is the weight I like right here. This geode is just, it's not like real heavy. It's not like real light. I am not an air ball fan for myself when we open. Okay. It's gonna have to twist.
Thank you for sharing.
A little bit on the top. There, you filming?
Yes. It's gonna be a good one, Cheryl says.
Tighten it up.
We got Pump Pump Daddy on there.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, fingers are sore. Yeah. How's that look? Now try it.
Jim T said, pump, daddy, get it.
We're gonna break it.
Don't break it.
Break the rock!
Break it.
Let its inner beauty out!
All right, y'all, tell me what you think's gonna be inside while we're waiting.
Brown.
Brown?
I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Dang alien jumps out inside this thing. I'm gone.
It's kind of egg shaped. I'll
I
be the
know.
first one off this
I
stage.
know.
I'll be the first one away.
I'm gone.
Purple, yum chunk. Butter dictatorship.
You know what? I'll probably laugh and kill me on the run.
Stole somebody's alien comment. That's something awesome.
They're an alien.
Water.
Smoking.
Pretty big.
There's water coming out
There's
at the
water
bottom.
coming out. Ooh, look at those points.
Huge quartz spikes. That is some monster points in there. Straighten out. We will probably saw cut this to stand up or else sell it as a set the way it is. We'll let you guys decide, vote in the comments. Do we chop it, stand it up, or leave it alone? What do you guys think? Sell it as a set. There's a black little sphalerite right there in the corner of my finger on that one. John's side definitely has the bigger spikes. There are some that are bigger. I mean, they are huge compared to my big fingers. So,
It's too bad the spikes stick out so far because that rind would be beautiful polish.
Yeah,
But
this
you'd-
is
you'd
why we
lose
don't
the-
cut them.
You'd lose the tip on the
Yeah.
quartz though.
Guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank all my help and my friends for helping. This is 6 people to do this, what you just watched, and a lot of probably 3 or 4 hours prep to get to this point. Please be careful.
Don't make Woody cry.
But I want to thank everybody for watching.
So we got,
Huh?
go ahead.
Nope, you cut me off.
We got leave it, sell it as a set, leave it, chop. And it's awesome.
All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. I'm Steve Woodruff. We are Woodies Rock Shop. We own the fabulous Cocoa Geode site. This is the mine that these geodes come from. Like these 2 geodes here probably are as much as 40 to 50 foot difference in the earth. These are not creek geodes. And thank you to my wife and my daughter for letting me risk it all to buy this property back in the day, and the good Lord for blessing us with it.
Leave it as nature designs.
Rock on, y'all.
Cut it to stand as a set and polish it.
Somebody said, don't make me come geode fishing. Well, I don't think we can polish it. It would be
No.
beautiful polish, but we
Because we'd take the tips off
we
all
take
of
all
it.
the tips off the big quartz, and that would just not. Sorry, Janice, we have cracked. I don't know how many geodes we've
wore out.
cracked, guys.
And I'm not even one cracking, I'm just been catching them.
We've been live for what, like 2 hours?
I don't
Can
know.
somebody tell me? You can see.
My phone says 1 hour and 30 minutes.
An hour and a half.
Yep.
This is a lot of work.
Thank you guys, rock
But
on.
we'll be on again, Janice. Follow us and catch us the next time. Matt, we did 2 more after we said we were done. 3 more.
Turn around so they can get back your shirt, John. Everybody focus in on Mr. John's shirt.
Now he's really gonna make Woody nervous.
Look, Woody lands.
Oh my God.
This is our different sites. If you follow us on the first one, make sure you don't put a space in between those 2 words. Somebody else started a page very similar to ours and put a space in between. You can contact us on any of those. The one on the top is where we do most of our sales.
Tomorrow night we got one.
Good night, Cheryl.
Good night, everybody.
Bye! Toodles!
All right, being here. Rock on.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that is cool.
Those for 30 days.
No, permanently.